trying to make it like, okay, not getting overwhelmed. I just do one reel a day and 6 to 10 stories a day, and just basically talking about, oh, what I was going to tell you, Allison. And then it looks like everybody's almost in here. So, whenever you do go out to Lake George or where, no, where did you say?
Barely,
Bear
barely.
Lake.
Yeah.
Film that like crazy.
Okay.
Film,
Yeah.
not necessarily, just film wherever you're going, film. Oh, guess what? Did you know I do contracts out here too? I can write up an offer for you and I'll come out here with you. Like, you talk about that throughout that day of helping that person so
Right.
that
Okay.
your
Good.
audience will know, oh, she goes
Oh,
out here too.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. That's good tips. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't had anyone call me yet about Cedar Creek, but they might. And
Yeah.
it's
That's
all
true.
it's all evergreen. It's all in your stories and in your I'm sorry, it's in your reels. So anyway.
Yeah. It's freezing in the winter. I'll probably wait till it thaws.
Maybe
Like I'm
wait
not
till it
flying in
really.
that frozen tundra of a lake.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
right. It gets really cold there in the winter, but in the summer, it's people love it. So
yeah,
anyway, thank you, Amy.
you're welcome. Okay, it looks like everybody's pretty much here. I am so excited. It's our last free Zoom call. I have had so much fun with y'all. This has been such a fun journey. I've got on my red shoes. How cute are these? Yeah, they're Rothy. A lot of y'all asked me about these. They are so comfortable. Look, they bend. I mean, they're amazing. They're great for realtors. And they match my red glasses and my red necklace. So, okay. All right. So let's have some fun. We're going to start it out with a dance party. I've got like 3 screens. I have to take a picture of what's going on here. Now I am so prepared. But we're going to do a quick song. We're going to dance it out if you feel like it. This is one of my favorites. I did a cold plunge to it this morning. And then when this is over, we'll find out what's been going on. All right, y'all ready? I don't know what will. You know what I'm saying? I love Sia. I also love Chandelier. I mean, you can anything by Sia. You just pull it up, crank it. Your dog was freaked out. My dogs are always freaked out. What's new? They're like, oh, she's gone crazy again. Oh, sometimes you just got to dance it out. You know what I'm saying? Let me catch my breath for a second. All right. So, got my glasses on. Let's go. Now, what I would like to hear first, number one, take a picture. Let's get into your Instagram and take a picture of your weekly professional dashboard. I want your accounts reached. I want to know how many new followers you have and send it to me. And it'll be so fun. Okay. Whenever you do this, I want you to go back to the first week. Look at your little picture that you took the first week and compare. And I would love to hear how many more followers you have. I bet you have a few. I bet you do. I think I've gained well, let's see. I'll tell you right now. Oh, I can't believe it's 11:11. I love it. I think that I have gained like 200 followers. Crazy. And you know what? It's not about followers. It really isn't. But it is about just consistency. It's all compounding on itself. And you're also just getting your message out to people who would never have heard of you before. Right. I was in my powerhouse call last week and someone told me, and she was older than me. And she said, you know what? I did not like social media and I did not want to do it, but people were asking me if I was still in real estate because I wasn't doing it. And I was like, that is exactly what it is. It's all about reminding people that we are still in this game and that we can do this. It's not that hard. It just takes a little bit of consistency, a little bit of practice, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So, okay, let's talk about wins for the week. Does anybody want to tell me if they had something fabulous happen this week? Like we were talking about Allison had something pop off. She's got 5,000 views. She's so excited. Anybody else? You can unmute yourself or drop it in the chat. Don't be shy. Anybody? No? Nothing.
Oh, I put it in the chat, but I'm having so much fun. Before it just was, I was like, what am I doing? Da, da, da. And now I'm just, yeah, I'm finding my rhythm and still working on the reels and what to do as a reel, but stories showing up every day. And it's cute when I see people and run into them. They're like, oh my God, I love it. Da, da, da. So it's really, really fun. And so you've totally planted that seed in me and I needed it. So I'm so grateful.
Yeah, that makes me so happy. I cannot even tell you. And I do think that it all is about making it fun because we all know that everything is energy and people are going to want to work with you. You're fun. Nobody wants to work with you when you're like, all right, I got a new listing. It's kind of ugly. Do you want to see it? Probably not. I mean, nobody wants to buy from that. They want like energy. They want happy. They want joyful. They want flashy, pretty pictures and fun. And, that's what it's all about. So we don't have to be young to do that. We can do that at any age, right? I mean, red is my favorite color. I wear it all the time because I love it and it makes me happy. Does it make me a little crazy? Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. But, people say to me, oh, I love your red glasses. Now, I want to tell you something funny though. I had one time I had one of my videos pop off. This was like in the summer and someone was mean and said, take those stupid glasses. They're ugly. And then I said, unfollow. No, thank you. We don't need any of that up in here. And when you start getting a little bigger and your views get bigger, like right now, I have one that's blowing up and it's all about why are people moving here? And there's some political statements coming in that I am not thrilled about, that I don't really need in my feed. So you just delete it. Just get rid of it. This is your business. This is your opportunity to get yourself out there. And if there's somebody in there who's giving you grief, goodbye. I am unavailable for any of that negative shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? All right. So anyway, that makes me so happy. Thank you so much, Barbara. I mean, I just love everything you were doing. And thank you for all the shout outs about the magic too. That's been so fun to watch you do that. So anyway, well, I hope everybody's having a good time. That is the whole point of this. But I will tell you, I'm going to teach you some amazing things today that are going to blow your mind, of course, because, you know, that's why we're all here. So it's not over. We're not done. And I'm also going to do some more Q&A today. So if you have questions for me, because I haven't really done that much in the past, and I know people have, you know, real life questions to ask about real life situations. But first, we're going to start with your profile, right? Does everybody know what their profile is? That's when you open up Instagram and it's the first thing they see with your little picture in the corner and the little blurb about you, right? So, number one, what does your picture look like? Your picture needs to be it doesn't need to be you from like way far away. It doesn't need to be you with your husband or your kids, unless that's part of your business. So if you are doing like a dating situation or you're maybe, no, it never needs to have anyone in it but you. I changed my mind on that because they need to see your beautiful face and they need to see it in a small frame and it needs to have maybe some color in it, not just be white. In fact, mine is I have on a red skirt, but I don't have on a red shirt. And I think I might work on that because I want it to be a little more colorful. But I really think that you need to get a smaller frame of your head and some color in there. And you being really happy would be great. Not just like a serious, like none of this realtor like up against the sign like this. I hate those. I hate those. That's why I didn't have a headshot forever because I was like, that is so not my vibe. Like I'm never going to stand up against anything with my arms folded. Like that's just the most unattractive, like power 80s shoulder pad move ever. I'm not, no, thank you. And you do too. I mean, if you wear a bohemian stuff and you love crystals, you can have it in your picture, but it really needs to be mostly of your face and mostly some color, right? And current. Let's not have it from 20 years ago, y'all. Come on. Let's show them what you look like now, because when you show up to show them a house and you look completely different than you do in your profile picture, it's kind of like the dating stuff, right? You don't want to do that. So we're not going to mislead anybody. Let's get a current picture. You could do it in your car. Like you could even like be sitting in your car, take a selfie of just your face with some good lighting, because we all know the cars have the best lighting ever. Trust me. And then post that, play with it. You can play with it as much as you want. Now let's talk about your actual profile. So I don't know if hopefully your social media is your name. I'm hoping. Sometimes your name is taken if you have a pretty common last name, or, like if your name is Ashley Smith, there might be a bunch of them. Luckily, there's not a lot of AIMEE Elkman. So I just have mine as Amy Elkman at the top. Then the next thing you're going to see is your bio. Okay. Now, some people put their name in their bio. That's basically the first line of the, actually it's what you, whenever you go to do your profile, it says name and it has you fill it out. And I used to have just Amy Elkman there. And I was like, wait a minute, I want to put all this fun stuff that I do in there, because you can fit as much as they'll let you fit in there. So number one, you want to say where you work, because I want everybody to know that I'm a Dallas, Texas realtor. I, for a long time, didn't even have Dallas in there. I was like, what are they supposed to guess where I work? Like, that is just dumb. I have to tell everybody where I am and what I do. So I'm a Dallas, Texas realtor. I'm with the Powerhouse by EXP, because that is a huge part of my life and what I do. I want people to know that I'm with EXP because it's amazing. And then I also, this is a brave new thing that I just put in there, is that I'm a coach because I want to start doing this social media coaching more and more and more. So I just threw that in there last week because I was like, I'm manifesting it. I want it to happen. So here it is. So there. So that's your first little thing, and that's under name. So you'll change that if you want to. If not, you can change your whole profile every 14 days. And I've seen people do this. I've seen people change that line, that Dallas, Texas Realtor Powerhouse by XP and Coach, every 14 days. Do not suggest that you do that. I think you should pick exactly what you want and stick with it because, again, consistency, clarity, it's all like that's how you get conversion, not by confusion or ambiguity. Hello. Anyway, all right. So then under that, you're going to tell everybody exactly what you do. I sell and fix up houses. I help oldish realtors use social media and monthly. I used to have my podcast in there, but you know what? I'm not really doing my podcast as much as I was. Now I'm more focused on this group coaching and selling and fixing up houses with my husband. Those are my main buckets. So what I think we talked about the first week, finding some pillars of your business or the buckets that your business is, like mine is selling houses. I really want to be listing heavy. I love helping buyers, but I love listing houses because my husband can go in and fix them up. And it's like a whole thing that we do. And it's fun and it's different. And then also, it's really great to be listing heavy, especially in a down market, because then at least you've got something going on, right? Buyers in this market, it's tough because there's just not a lot of inventory. So I'm trying to be listing heavy. So I want to make sure I put that in. Sells houses, of course. Yes. I also fix up houses with my husband. Yes. Make sure that's in there. And then whatever other pillars you're doing, I want to help agents use their social media who are not 20 years old. And so those are all in there. Right. And then a call to action. I don't even have a call to action in mind. See, I'm not even doing my own stuff. So what I need to put right under that where it says helps oldish realtors use social media, I should put under there, see below, or sign up for March, or call me for a free home value, and then put some like fingers that go down instead of just saying helps oldest. I mean, that's kind of a call to action, but really it's not very clear. So this is why no one is, whatever. And then I've got under the call to action, a link. Now, here is something pretty important. Used to, even just like a year ago, they were telling us all that we needed to use a link tree. Has anyone, type a 1 in the chat if you have a link tree? I would really love to see this. How many people are using Linktree? Okay. Linktree is dead. I'm not trying to be bad or mean, but I'm just telling you that is not what the most current thing is. The most current thing is to link to a Stan Store. And let me tell you why. Stan Store is so user-friendly. If you look up any influencer, they're not using a Linktree anymore. That's kind of like old school. Now, you can do it. You can still do it, but Stan Store has the exact same thing. And if you'll see, and in a minute, I'll show you, I have a Stan Store. It does all the same things that a Linktree does. It is probably the same expense. If you purchase Linktree, I think it was like $10 a month. I think Stan Store's $15. But you can add so many things in there. You can put your buyer's guide. You can put your seller's guide. You can put a link to your calendar. You can do all the things that Linktree does, and then a million other things. You can link to an email campaign. It's crazy all the things you can do. So there's so much more you can do. Plus you just look a little more badassy because you are doing what all the influencers are doing. And this is basically, they kind of pave the way for social media and then we just follow. So if you're interested in that, I think I have that coming up in the next link, but let me just tell you, yep. Oh, let's go back one more. Sorry. I do want to tell you one thing. If you're a dog mom, if you have 17 kids, if you're in love with your husband, if you're Mrs. Whoever, don't put that here. I used to have in there, oh, mom to Emma, Max, and Charlie. Don't nobody care what my kids' names are. Nobody cares. They're caring how much I can sell their house. How much can I market their properties? So it's great that I love my kids and they know that I love them, but this is not the place to put that because you have just a few lines to do that. And there's just no room. I used to have sun worshiper in there. I used to have beach lover in there. I mean, I had all this crap in there. No, don't need any of that because it takes up space. You don't need to take up space there. Let's just put some quick little bullets. Right now I have some hearts in mind. That's kind of corny. I might take that out, but I don't know, just play with it. Every 14 days, you can change it. You can completely change it and do whatever you want with it. So I would just stick to the bullet points, make it easy and concise, and think about what does my alpha client want to learn and put it there. So does anybody have questions about profile? And let's go to the next one because I will show you there. You can scan my call to action. And basically I do have a call to action. It's my stand store. I just need to be a little more clear at the top, like want a home value? Click here. And once you get into that, you can see how I have all my things lined up. Also, you don't have too many things. Sometimes people get a little overwhelmed. Like if you have like 25 things in your stand store, like and I have a lot of things in there. I think I'm ready. I need to go in and curate it a little bit, make it like 4 or 5 things. Like here's my buyer's guide. Here's my seller's guide. Here's my link to my calendar. So you can call me if you want to set up a time to talk about how I can sell your house. Here is my group coaching program and my podcast if you really want to hear it. So maybe that's how I'll curate that a little better. But make it fun too. I mean, there's a lot of things you can put in there. Like I see people put in their emails. Like if you have an email campaign going for your buyers and sellers, that's a great place to put it. There's a lot of things you can do. So anyway, that's mine. So click on that. And then let's see, let's go to the next one. All right, y'all. Here's where I'm about to blow your ever-loving minds. Are you ready? Put on your seatbelt. This is how it's done. And remember how I told you, well, first, let's just do a little experiment. Let me just play with y'all for a minute. Pull up your Instagram, please, ladies. I don't think I have any gentlemen in here. Pretty much we're all ladies. Pull it up. I want you to go to any of my posts. Anyone, just click on it. So pull up Amy Elkman. Pull up any of my posts like we did that other time. And I want you to type in the word March as a comment or a DM, either way. March. All right. I am hands-free. I'm doing nothing, right? Just sitting here, going about my business, writing up an offer, setting up some appointments. So, did you get something from me? Because I didn't send it. Did I? Nope. But guess what? You just got something from me. And I'm about to get your email. You're welcome. Don't worry, I already have all your emails. If you don't want me to have your email, too late. But anyway. So what I just sent you was my program for next month. Oh, that was a little sneaky, wasn't it? But also, I am sending you something right now without having to do anything. You want to know how I did that? That's what we're about to talk about. It's called manychat, and it's going to change your life. It is like the best thing since sliced bread for all the realtors and any kind of marketing you're doing, anything you want to send people and you want to get their email and you want to get them off this app and you want to like sell to them. This is how you do it. Now it's called manychat, MANY space CHAT. If you want to pull it up right now, it might be nice because we can walk through this together. Sometimes I think when you just implement something with somebody, It's a lot easier than trying to figure it out on your own. And that's why we're all here. That's why I'm dedicating a whole day to this, because it really is going to change everything. Basically, this is a free app. And I think if you want to, like I have a lot of things in there. So after you do a few, then they start charging you. I think it's like $15 a month. Y'all, it is worth every penny because it helps you so much. Remember how I told you to do a call to action on every single post, right? Every single reel needs a call to action. DM or comment the word March if you want to get in on my March group coaching. That's what my call to action says. So when someone types in the word March, if you don't have this mini chat thing set up, you're going to have to go in, check all your DMs, see if anyone sent you March, and then you'll have to go in, find the link to the program, put that in there. I'm sure that you've probably all been trying and it's difficult, right? Because it's a whole bunch of steps. So what mini chat does is it takes triggers. So that's like the word that I said, March. And I can make an automation that will automatically send whoever just wrote March to me what I want them to get. And I can even make it to where it captures their email. I can put them in an email campaign that I don't have to do anything about. I just automatically send them stuff. And it is magic. So it works for you all day long, all night long. If somebody at 1:30 in the morning wants to see a house and they see it online, because guess what? That's what a lot of people are scrolling. And they're like, oh, I want to see this right now. Well, if they type in March and I don't see it until 10 hours later or whatever, then we've lost them, right? You want to immediately be sending people stuff because it's just like everybody wants instant gratification. I mean, that is the world that we live in. So anyway, if you have manychat pulled up, I have a pro version. It's $15 a month just because I use it every single day of my life. But if you want to just try it out, you can try the free version. And if you want to do this while we're talking, let's do it right now. We can just see how to set up an automation because I think this is the best way to learn. So when you go into manychat, it'll have a home page. So when you click in and there's a word that says automation. So we're just going to practice making one little automation right now so that you'll know how to do it. Type a 1 in the chat if you have manychat pulled up on your phone. And you don't have to. You can go watch this later. This will be posted in the Facebook group. So, okay, awesome. Wonderful. All right. So let's do this. Let's go to automation. And then second step is you're going to click on new automation. Do you see that in the blue right there? So you'll click on new automation. You're just going to you don't see it, Susie? And again, you can go watch this later. If you don't want to do it right now, you don't have to. I'm just going to walk you through it really quickly. Oh, you might need to do it on your desktop. So maybe we can't do this in real life, but that's okay. You can just go back and listen to this later or watch it and just pause it as you go through it. I do this all the time with coaches that have taught me stuff, and I'll just go in and do it at another time. But anyway, I'll just walk you through it really quickly. And if you can do it, great. You're going to go to new automation. Oh, you might have to set up an account. Sorry. See, I'm learning too. I've never taught it in real life. So, well, what you'll do is you'll go to a new automation and you'll figure out what you want to do. Let's say you have a new house that you're listing and it's on a street called Mimosa. I did this last year. Okay. So what I did is I did a squeeze page for that particular house. And squeeze pages are awesome. And if you're not with EXP, I don't know if you have them, but it's another reason why you should move over to EXP because they're awesome. Anyway, they give us these things called squeeze pages, and you go in and you have a link. Okay. The link is to the squeeze page, and that will show them the home tour, and it will also capture their email and put them in my CRM. So hallelujah, praise you, the Lord. I've gotten their email and they've gotten the home tour like instantly. I mean, how great is that, right? So if you have another business, there's just so many other millions of things you can do with this, but let's just say we're doing that, right? So we're going to go new automation. And then you go to the next step is you're going to go to convert your Instagram comments into sales. So you'll click on that. All right. Let me see if I've missed anything. Okay. Good. Okay. And if we can't do this, again, you can go through and do this on your own time. Then the next step will be user comments on your post or reel. So you'll click on that. And then that will be a trigger. So you'll write in there what the trigger is. So let's say it's mimosa. I'll type that in, mimosa. And then it'll say, what do you want to say? And I'll put something like, hi, thanks for your comment. Here's your link. And then right there, you'll put the link. So again, this might be hard to do in real time. We'll just do, go back and watch this later and you can do it and back it up and pause it. It'll make it so much easier. And then that's it. It's done. Now, from then on, every time somebody types in mimosa, and this could go on for months and months and months. I have people, I sold that house in October, but people will still be commenting mimosa. But you know what's great about it is that now I have their email and they're in my CRM. So again, it compounds. It keeps compounding. So the more you put stuff in there, the more you're just growing your database, you're growing your CRM, you're growing your people that you're selling to, right? And so what I do is with those emails, I come up with an email campaign through another platform called Flowdesk. And we're not even going to get into that because it's pretty technical. I actually have the beautiful Riley help me with that. I don't even know how to do it. But basically, the email campaign is for people who are in your database who you want to keep dripping on. You want to keep telling them, oh, and drip means that you're going to keep contacting them. Someone told me that. How often are you dripping on your, I was like, I don't even know what that means. But dripping, means you're contacting them over and over, reminding them that you're an agent through emails, through social media, through whatever. And if you do an email campaign, then that's a great way to capture their email through manychat and then put them into some sort of email campaign. You can use MailChimp. That's a really good one. You can use Flowdesk is what I use because it's really pretty. And it'll allow you to link to Instagram. It'll allow you to link to videos. It'll allow you to link to all kinds of pretty things. And I'm super visual, so I love that. But there's a lot of MailerLite. That's another one. LITE. That's another wonderful email campaign. And maybe you have one with your broker that you use. Oh, Carol, thanks. I love my glasses too. They're peepers. I have 7 pair of red peepers. And I have to tell you a funny story. My son, who goes to college at University of New Mexico, 10 hours away, came home for Christmas and I had these on. I wear these like every single day. Like, I don't know where he's been. Well, he's been in college. And we were at a restaurant and I pulled him out and he goes, I mean, what is happening here? Like, Mom, where did you get those? And I was like, dude, I wear these. These are my thing. I'm like Sally Jesse Raphael. What are you talking about? Okay. Who knows Sally Jesse Raphael? Right? Now you're my people. Anyway, he's like, I've never seen what is happening. And I was like, dude, don't worry. When you can't see, you're going to have to find cute ways to look adorable and memorable. And I will tell you one more story. Whenever you start on your social media journey, have a thing. Mine is my red glasses. If it's your, like whatever it is, have a little hook, because I never thought that this would be my thing, but it has become my thing. And now people recognize it and people will stop me in the grocery store. Oh, I love the glasses. I saw you the other day. That's so cute. Where'd you get them? I mean, it's amazing. And now we have red Mary Janes. All right, let's move on. I'm going to blow your mind with another thing that I just learned about 2 weeks ago. in my EXP Powerhouse meeting, did I mention that they are amazing? This is where I learn everything, by the way. Once a week, we have a meeting. And actually, I go twice a week because once you, in my group in Powerhouse, you can be in the general Powerhouse is about 350 agents. And then once you sell over 7 million a year, you get to be in an elite group. And that is where the real magic happens, because those are women who are selling, upwards of 15, 20, 30 million a year in part-time hours, and they teach you how to do everything. So I learned this in my elites call, and it's amazing. There is an app called Boards. Now, please download it right now. It's going to change your life. You remember how I tell you to go in and put everything in your notes? So then your notes becomes like this monster because you have a million gazillion, you have buyer hashtags, you have seller hashtags, you have Google keywords that you're hiding in reels. You have all these things, right? Boards is a way to have an app on your phone that basically saves all of these things. So instead of having it in your notes section, it's an app. And not only is it is so fabulous, y'all, because it attaches to your keyboard whenever you're typing anything. So you go to a reel and you're like typing things in and you want to make sure they get the link to something, or I don't know, the hashtags. This is what I do. I'll be making my caption in my notes in my phone, and I'll get to the bottom and I always say, follow for more extravagant real estate extravaganzas and feel good, whatever. I'd say something like that. And then I put at Amy Elkman, at Amy Elkman, at Amy Elkman. I do that on every single reel that I post because I want people to follow me, right? I have that in my boards. So I went in, and once you get it, it's so user-friendly. It's not hard at all. You just download it on your phone. And then anything that you want to keep top of mind, I have my squeeze pages in there. I have all my hashtags for all my reels and all my captions. And then I have all my keyword searches that I've done. And I put them in there so that when I'm making my reel and I want to put the text and, hide that text behind the reel. Remember how we talked about that last week? I can just pull up my boards. It's in your keyboard. It looks like, when you pull up your keyboard to just do anything, you'll now, once you download this app, you'll have, and it's free. It's totally free. You don't have to pay anything for this one. And it'll have it looks like a little globe. You click on that and all your little things that you've saved pop up automatically. It is the coolest thing. So you don't have to go to your notes and copy and paste and then go to another note to find it. It's right there in your keyboard. Y'all, this is going to change your life. It's going to make everything so efficient. You're going to love it. You're welcome. So go download that right now too. So manychat is huge and boards are huge because they just make your life so much easier. So much easier. Okay. Anybody have any questions about boards? You can write it in the chat. You can unmute yourself. No. Okay. You're going to love it. It's going to really help. Okay, now I have some more little fun things that I just learned about this 3 days ago and yet another Powerhouse EXP called. Who is a junkie? I am. Okay, so here we go. When you go to post, I need you to do these 3 things. So when you go to make your reel today, this is going to help you. And I can't remember, no. Actually, I think we missed a slide, but that's okay. It's all right. I'll tell you what to do. Write this down because it's not on your slide. Okay. The first thing you're going to do when you go to post, right after you post, like you put it through, you're going to go to the first comment in your post that you just sent. Okay. And then you're going to go find your call to action that you put in the post. So let's say you're writing a post about a new listing and you say, DM or comment the word, I'm sorry, let's start. Your call to action will say, ready to get a full home tour of this gorgeous kitchen, ? DM or comment the word mimosa to get that. Okay, so let's say that's your call to action, right? And that's already in your caption that you just posted. I want you to copy that little part, that little CTA that you just put in your caption, go to your first comment in your own post, copy and paste that into your first comment, and then press enter. So you know how sometimes you're looking at a reel and you'll see that first comment pops up at the end of the reel? It's just another way for people to see your call to action, and it helps increase your engagement. Trust me on this, because mine have been popping off ever since I just started doing this like 3 days ago. I heard about it in my meeting and now I'm doing it and it's amazing. So you're going to comment on your own post with your call to action. That's number one. Okay. Number two is that you are going to go to your last post and you're going to see who commented on that. So you're going to pick like 2 or 3 of those people. Now, I have a lot of people commenting on my posts. So this one doesn't really work for me, but you might have a lot of people commenting on your posts. And if you do, just go interact with those people really quick, because they're obviously your people and they've obviously taken the time to talk about your thing, unless it's like these obnoxious people on my viral reels who are like, oh, Texas is a red state. Texas is a blue state. I don't want to hear about all that. So I'm not going to comment with those people. But if it's someone who's like, oh my gosh, I love this, where is it? Go talk to those people. So you're going to do a quick little just chat with those people. And also, we can also interact with the 5 other niche accounts like we've done in the past. But this is just something that just came up this week that is changing the game for me a little bit. So we're doing the call to action. We're talking to the last couple of people that we did. And third thing, you're going to love this. Write this one down. Whenever you post your reel, you go to the bottom and there's the little paper airplane where you can post it to your story, right? Does everybody know that? Type of one in the chat if you know that, or if I need to explain it further. So basically you post your reel and then you go in the little bottom, you get the little paper airplane, and you're going to send it up to your story. You need to do that every single time you post a reel. Now, here's the extra step that I had never done before. When you do that, I want you to do like one of those little emojis that has like a slide bar with a smiley face, or a poll, and you're sending that to your story. So they're going to click through to that reel, but also you're asking them a question. Are you ready to buy in the spring market? Smiley face up. Or yes or no, if whatever that has to do with the reel. So you're actually engaging with them in the story, not just posting a reel and walking away. You're actually putting a little bar in there to engage as well. Even if you just put a smiley, that draggy smiley face thing, that's easy. But those 3 things will really boost your engagement. My engagement is up like 900% because I added a few things. So I know it's a laundry list of a lot of things to do, but again, if you just do a couple of things, don't get overwhelmed. I'm giving you the smorgasbord Thanksgiving dinner. If you just want to do a little baby bottle right now and like make 1 reel a day and call it a day, that's fine. It's all about little baby steps every day. But okay, and then try to use the manychat. That's big. Stand store, I would go ahead. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to give you a link in the next, I think it's in the next slide. Nope. I thought we had a special offer for, oh no, that's for something else. No, so stand store, if you go to that call to action that I gave you earlier, that is a stand store. And at the very bottom, there will be a little blue bar that says try stand store for 14 days for free. So you can click on that and get a 14-day free trial and see if you like it. If you don't like it and you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I mean, you can always just still keep using Linktree. But if you really want to be like the influencers, like really, really badass, get a stand store. It's going to change your life. And you're going to fill it up with stuff. It's worth the, I think I have mine is think it's 25. Oh, I don't know. I have so many of these things. Nothing is over $25 a month. I can tell you that. And it's worth it because, I mean, if you get one closing out of all this stuff, think about this, y'all. I know I'm talking to mostly realtors. One closing, even if you're at a $200,000 price point, which I doubt any of you are. I really hope you're not. I want you to do as little work as possible for as much money as possible. I want you to all be luxury agents. But let's just say your price point is 200,000. You're still getting $6,000. That more than pays for any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even my group coaching, right? So anyway, okay. So one more thing, and then we're going to do Q&A. I am offering all of you gorgeous ladies a discount on my group coaching next month. So if you liked what we did this month and you liked what you learned, this is just like the tip of the iceberg. Like I'm going deep. And I know now after a month of doing this with y'all, what you really need. And I also know, I mean, literally like some of those things that I taught you today, I learned last week. Like it's always evolving. It's always changing. It's always getting better and better and better. So if you want to join me next month, there's a code right here. You can scan it. It goes right into my Stan store. And I'm giving $100 off. I made it really, really low priced. In fact, my coach thinks it's like 3 times underpriced. But I was like, you know what? I just want to start from somewhere. And I feel like everyone has had a lot of really good success this month. And this was free. Can you even imagine what I'm going to do when you actually pay me? Because this is not my bread and butter. My butter is selling houses. Let's be clear. Like I'm on pace to do 15 million a year this year, and I'm here for it. But what has made me go from 0 to 15 million in 1 year is social media. So I just want to share it with people. I just want to make sure you know what's happening and what you should be doing with your business. So that's why I'm offering this. If you have any questions for me or you're on the fence and you're not sure if it's for you, just DM me, let me know, and we can talk about it, or we can get on the phone and talk. I would just love to help you. That's like what I'm here for. So anyway, oh, thanks. You're so sweet. Okay. Questions. When you're updating your profile, you have to pick a category. I picked entrepreneur. There is a real estate agent in there. You can do real estate agent, or you can do entrepreneur. You can do digital creator. But if you're a realtor, I would do real estate agent if you could find that one. You didn't see it, Susie?
Hey, Amy, yes, so I have used that before, but you don't get to use as many songs. You don't get to
Oh, the
use the big
creator
songs.
account. Yeah, entrepreneur is great. We're all entrepreneurs.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then that opens it up for if you want to do some stuff down the line that's not just a real estate agent, right? So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions about, I kind of flew through that kind of quickly so we could have time for Q&A. Any questions, you can write it in the chat or unmute yourself.
I have a question about the manychat thing. Like
Sure.
I've started it. So you kind of have to like have some links like ready to go, right? So when people like that whole back end piece,
Right.
maybe I just need to like walk myself through the whole thing and watch their videos.
Yes, they give you videos that are really great. And let me ask you one more question.
Uh-huh.
Do you have, for example, like what would you be using it for? You would be using it to like promote a house or promote a listing. What would you want?
Well, right. Kind of, so like I just shared this morning, like did a post on like somebody else's new listing.
Right.
Right. So that whole like not my listing, but if you
Yep.
want to see it, send me a message, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah. So that would be the example. Right. So
Okay.
then I guess I would be sending them, I don't know, what would I send them? Just the detail, like the link to the listing?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
Nope, because you want to capture their information. You want to pull them off the app and like
Okay.
talk to them, right?
Right. Right.
So what you're going to do is, do you have like in your CRM, like at EXP, we have, it's called a squeeze page. So it will actually take the home tour,
Mhm.
make it into a link. And then when I send that link to somebody, it will capture their email before they
Right.
see it. Do you have something like that?
Well, yeah, I'm with EXP. I just don't have it set up right.
Sorry. I'm
That's okay.
sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. You got a lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of
I
people
don't know what I'm talking
that are
to.
your new
Yeah.
best friends.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, okay. So this is easier to then, Jean, you're just going to do a
Okay.
squeeze page for that house. I just
Okay.
did this week. And
Okay.
I have to tell you, remind me to tell you the story about it. So I did this week. I went to see this $2.5 million house, and I did a whole thing on stories. And I was like, look at this and look at this. And before I even left the house, I had people in my DMs saying, where is that? How much is it? Oh my gosh. So as I was at the house, I built a squeeze page on my KV Core app.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay.
So you go
Impressive.
to download the KV Core app,
Okay. I probably have
pull
it.
up the listing, and it will generate a link for you. And you can do
Oh,
it,
okay.
and you'll have the link. So whenever people are commenting that to you, I just sent them that KV Core link. And now
Okay.
they're in the CRM, and they are my people.
Okay. Yeah, that's
One
the
of them was
piece I'm
like, "Oh
missing.
no, I'm going to move to LA," or I don't know. It was like so random, but at least I got some new people out of it, right?
Right.
And then they're in your CRM,
Okay.
which is fantastic. Now I
Okay.
just got to figure out how to use my CRM.
You and me
I'm
both.
so old school. I don't even use my I have a whiteboard, and I have like my phone. I don't use my CRM, but I will someday. Someday I'll figure it out. But
Okay.
so yeah,
That's
just
helpful.
make that link and put it everywhere. You can also
Okay.
put that in your stories. But with manychat, I swear everything I do, I am like building it behind what I've already thrown out there. Like I threw out that before I even had it built. When I was at the house, I was
Oh,
on a
right.
house.
Yeah.
At it
Yeah.
right now. And I didn't think anybody would comment, and they did. So I literally built it after I came up with the name. Also, when you're doing your call to action, make sure you use things that have words that in your call to action that aren't common. You probably notice sometimes you send me like a DM and I'll automatically say, want to see the value of your house? Because you might have written the word value in there. Like I try to use words that aren't common, like the name of the street, or like mimosa was one of mine, or a
Oh,
was
yeah.
another. I usually use the name of the street if it's a squeeze page for a listing, just so I can keep up with it too in manychat, so I'll know what I'm talking about. Another thing that I did was I was doing for y'all, I think it was the social media calendar, but I had you write reel. And
Yeah.
I forgot to put, when you're doing your triggers in manychat, make sure you do reel and reels. I forgot to do it with an S. It'll ask you for several different, you can put more than one word in your trigger. And I forgot to do reels. And a lot of people were commenting reels and not real. And I wasn't sending them anything. And I was like, what is going on, man? All these people are commenting and it's not triggering anything because I forgot to put the S. So you can put more than one version of the word. Just remember that.
Do you ever exclude words? Like where it says you can exclude them?
Yeah, I don't.
No. Okay.
Nah. And then sometimes people will say the words that that has nothing to do with them. And then you'll just go into your DMs and be like, oh my gosh, sorry, that's my manychat. You want to hear about it? And I mean, people know that, but you
Yeah.
do want to make it not like the or because sometimes people are DMing you about something and then you don't want to be like sending them stuff, which mine are I have so many set up right now that I'm doing that sometimes. So I kind of need to go in and tweak that. But
Yeah.
anyway, okay. Any other questions about any of these things? Boards is so great. You're going to love boards like that, because I had like just notes and notes and notes and notes. And now I just have one-stop shopping, and it's got all my hashtags. It's got all my things in it. And and you don't even have to copy and paste. You like literally push on whatever you're like, for example, the hashtags for my buyers. I have it all in there. And then I push that button and it auto populates into your reel. It's so cool. Go play with that today. That is going to change your life. And you can put links, you can put home tour links. If you don't want to set up manychat, that's it. Boards is actually like a step easier than manychat. So if you just don't want to do manychat yet, because it kind of freaks you out and it's going to take a minute to implement, but it's kind of like our powerhouse guru, Amy says, this is like, you want to spend a little extra time to put the system in place so that it'll save you all this time on the back end. Right? Because if you're going into every single DM and answering them with a link, that's a waste of your time. Right? And if you have an automation that can just do it really quickly, then why not? So, all right. Does anybody have any other questions? Nobody has any questions?
I have one.
Thorough?
When I have one question.
Yeah. Okay, Marissa.
When you have a video that it's been working for a little bit, you were getting good views, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Do you then scratch that idea, or do you just kind of like put it aside, try something else, and then put it back out?
Do you mean the same exact video or like?
No, like I feel like this week my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday posts were like duds, but they had worked 2 weeks prior. So then I was like, okay, let me just throw something else out there that worked. But now, like, should I go back to trying that verbiage again on a different video with different music, or?
Yeah, I'm always playing. I'm
Okay.
always playing. And
Just
sometimes just play with it, because
Okay.
sometimes you just will have no idea, like that weird Denzel Washington thing that popped off for me. And I have no idea why, or me walking my dogs and saying, why do people live here?
Mm-hmm.
Like that makes no sense. And I've done it. I do it once a week now because I get so many new eyes on it every time I do it. Plus I want people to move to Dallas. Like that's my whole point. So yeah, I would just play with it. Like if it doesn't work that week, and I've had some that get no views and I think they're so great. Like I did one yesterday. I was like, oh, this is going to explode. And I got like 700 views. I was like, what? I just gave them coming soon links. Like what? I thought it would just blow up. And no, okay, this is another thing that I implemented yesterday. So I did not even have time to put it into the slide deck, but do y'all want to hear it? This is sick if you're a realtor. Although it didn't really work yesterday, but I'm waiting for it to pop off. I think it will. So I don't know if you have this capability. I don't with KV Core. It won't work for me because of Dallas, but it might in your state. But if you can pull up, so what I'm doing is I'm pulling up coming soons on the MLS. Okay. And in Dallas, you can do a link to that, right? This is what everybody wants. Everybody wants to know what's off market. What's off market. By the time it's on market, it's done. You know, that's all I hear about. Please get me off market crap. I'm like, oh, I know. If I had it off market, I would have sold it to you by now. I mean, come on. But we do have coming soon. And in Dallas, we have it for 30 days. So it'll be in there, you know, some are a day or two, but then some are for 30 days. So I got the link to that. This is what I did yesterday. Go look at my thing. I was so excited about this. I thought this was going to explode. It did not, but that's okay because it just started yesterday. So I'm hoping it's going to explode. Take that link, make a manychat out of it. So I called it soon, like coming soon. I made a manychat trigger, the word soon. I added that link. And my hope is that people are I'm going to be the new off market girl. You know, like if you're in Dallas or if you're in California and you want to know what's off market and you're moving to Dallas, Amy's got it for you. And I'm going to have it once a week. So I'm going to go in every Thursday, use this. Please feel free to use this and see if it works in your market. And then let me know if it works, because I'd love to know. But make a manychat or even just a link to your MLS coming soon. I did it just in like a little map part of where I work. And then I'll change it once a week. and then see if people, if people opt into that, then they'll be in my email list. And also I can follow up with them about anything that's off market that comes up, and send them searches and stuff like that. So try that. I don't know. I'm working on it right now, but again, that is unbelievable value for buyers to get something that's off market, and they don't need to have access to MLS to do it, because Zillow doesn't give you coming soons. Zillow doesn't give you shit, if you ask me. Everything's wrong. Everything's, I can't, like I want to vomit. And everybody thinks they're a realtor because they get on Zillow and whatever. I can't even. But this is kind of like us getting in there and saying, oh, yeah, I do have value. Look at this. I can get you coming soons, baby. Bring it. So see if that works in your market. I don't know. I'm going to try it and see, how it goes. And just play with stuff. Like I'm pulling out things from 6 months ago that worked, and I'm just now I'm not repurposing everything. Like I'll add a different video to an old caption and see if it hits better this time. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. And then once you start using boards, you'll have it all in there. So you can just like easily pop things in, we're trying to make this as simple as possible. So you don't have to spend 2 hours on social media every day. Anybody else? Any other questions? Anybody want to unmute yourself? No? You've all got it. You're slaying it. I love it. That's awesome.
No, this was great, Amy. Thank you.
Oh,
I feel like I have to go back and look at this and figure out this manychat stuff and just.
Yeah, just go through my little tutorial and just pause it as you go through it. That'll make it easy. It's kind of hard to do live like this,
Yeah.
but manychat is amazing, and it'll save you so much time. So you don't have to be in your DMs all day.
And I can find that on your Facebook, this group Facebook page. Is that where that is?
manychat or
your
this call.
This recording. Yeah.
Yes, this recording will be in the Facebook group. And all you have to do is just let us, once we stop recording it, we download it to YouTube, and it'll also be on my YouTube channel, which only has like 5 things on it. So this will be one of them. All these calls are on my YouTube channel, and they're also in the Facebook group. So yeah. And
do you ever use the remix function?
Yes.
Like when you see a really cool reel, so you're remixing people's stuff.
No, I said that wrong. That is a great function. I've never done it. But if you really want to boost your views, if you find something that has millions and millions of views and it somehow applies, like sometimes you can take like a meme of, we were talking in Powerhouse this week that was so cool. Where like Travis and Taylor, and like, if Travis can date Taylor, then I can sell you a house, or I can find you a house, like, and do a meme of them at the Super Bowl or whatever. So it's already getting tons of views, and then you just put your little verbiage across the top and then post it. So yeah, there's a way to do that. I have not tried that yet because I just haven't tried it yet, but I think it's a brilliant idea, to try. So
how about if you're looking at somebody else's stuff, for instance, like your stuff, and I like something that you've done, but I use maybe my own pictures, my own video, and I kind of swap out your words a little bit. Is that allowed, or is that a big no-no?
I mean, I wouldn't go verbatim and like copy everyone's account, but if you see, and I've had people say to me, "Oh, I really liked that." That happened to me in Powerhouse last week. Look, I like steal my stuff all day long if it works, because we're all in different markets. It's not like you're in Dallas. We're not competing for the same people. Go for it. And that's why I love Powerhouse, because I learn from people all over the country, and then what they're doing in Florida might work here, but I'm not competing with them. So anyway, basically someone took my Beastie Boys one where I was drinking the water and like, it was so dumb. And then, one of the Powerhouse girls said, "Oh my God, I loved that. And I totally stole it." And I was like, I don't care. She even stole my words and everything. She changed it a little bit, but I was like, go for it. I don't care. And then see if it works, or sometimes if somebody has really good information, you could take that. Oh, here's what you can do. You can take that caption and put it in Chat GPT and say, make this in my voice. Make a new caption out of this caption, but put it in my voice and see if that works, because Chat GPT will do that. So, and do you know how to do that? Have you ever tried to give it your voice? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that crazy? Is that too much? You can go to Chat GPT and you can take like several of like any kind of, if you've done some emails in the past that are in your voice, or if you've done, like, I've got a bunch of reels captions. So I will take my captions and reels and I will copy and paste them into Chat GPT and say, this is my voice. So it kind of knows what you sound like. Now, I'm not really that much of a junkie into Chat GPT. I need to use it more because I think it'll make my life a lot easier. I just haven't really used it like GoGo or Amy or any of those people yet. That's my goal, is to get lean more on that so I won't have to reinvent the wheel every time. But if you copy and paste your caption, put it in Chat GPT, it'll start to understand what you sound like. And then it can help you when you're writing fresh new stuff. They call it, in mine, I sent y'all the copy.ai. Copy.ai will have a thing called brand voice. And then now mine says Amy's voice. So it'll make things sound like what I talk like, which is sassy and funny and brilliant. Right. Anyway, thank y'all so much. I've had so much fun. And if you're interested in moving on with me, I would love it. No pressure, but it would just be so fun to continue this. Everything is a continuation always. I mean, I have 2 coaches right now teaching me all my stuff. So I would love to have you. The Facebook group link should be in all those emails. Look up any email that I've sent you about this class. There's a big, it has my Ace of Spades. It's my logo. And if you click on that, that's the Facebook group and you can join it that way. It's invitation only, or you can just go to YouTube and look up my name, Amy Elkman, and all these videos will be there. Next month, I won't be posting anything for free. So these videos will be in my YouTube, but my newer videos that are even more focused and more amazing will not be in my YouTube channel. I'm keeping it, special for the paying customers. Anyway, y'all go have a great weekend. If anybody doesn't have any more questions, I love y'all. It's been so fun. Keep tagging me. I want to see your stuff, and make sure you send me your, oh, and if you have anything to say about what you learned, let me know. I would love to hear your comments. Like, if you enjoyed it, what can I do better next time? What would you like to learn more about next time? So let me know that.
And
Awesome.
are we sending our numbers to you through like on Instagram? You
Yes,
just,
please. Like you did last time.
I think I did it. Okay.
Yeah, DM. I don't know. I haven't checked my phone. Yeah, just take a picture and then DM it to me. That'd be great.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you so much. It's been
Okay.
great.
Thank
you, Amy.
y'all.
See
Thank you.
Love y'all. Have a great weekend. Go sell
You
about a bunch
too.
of stuff.
Yeah.